Welcome to Ecom Cowboy. This is D2C's daily show where we believe ads are not bad, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the internet today. It is Tuesday, May 12th, 2026 in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful, sunny, undisclosed location in the Austin, Texas hills. We're brought to you by Incense Seguno, Postscript, Rocked, After Sale, Axon by AppLovin, Proxima, and Universal Ads. And we have got a jam-packed show for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, eBay has sadly rejected the offer of Gamestop, and I personally hope they are not done. The most interesting outcome is the most likely, as a wise Elon Musk has said. We are going to dive into it, why they rejected it, and the possibility of a hostile takeover yet to come. Amazon has now rolled out 30-minute delivery. That is correct. 30-minute delivery. Can anybody survive in e-com, or are we all to become a third-party seller of Jeff Bezos? We shall see. TikTok is your new travel agency, and ChatGPT shopping ads have a dedicated feed, and they are becoming more and more e-com friendly. We have Brian Blum, former founder of Nibble, acquired, now rolling out community and education on Hitmakers, coming to us to join us to talk today, in addition to Byron Young, co-founder of Corduroys, formerly of Shark Tank, now enduring and sustaining and growing amidst online troubles that we are all experiencing. We're also going to be joined by Jacob Posel, who has debuted HQ on the Twitter timeline that many people are raving about, and I still cannot understand even what it is. He is going to come and detail it all to us. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Doherty. Colin, get in here. Get inside the show.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Internet is strong today. We are so back.
Yes.
And it's time. It is time. And unfortunately, it's not Ryan Cohen's time yet to be CEO of eBay. This news dropped on the timeline this morning. We have this first tweet from Dexerto, who let us know that eBay has officially rejected GameStop's proposed $56 billion takeover bid, calling it neither credible nor attractive. Wah, wah. Nobody is excited about that phrase, neither credible nor attractive. Methinks there is some BS hidden somewhere in here, and I think that we will get to it as we get into these tweets. This letter, the official rejection letter, comes to us by way of PR Newswire. I want to read it. And Colin, I'd like to get your thoughts as we move through this. Dear Mr. Cohen, this is from the eBay board. The board, with the support of its independent advisors, has thoroughly reviewed your proposal and has determined to reject it. We have concluded that your proposal is neither credible nor attractive. It hurts. We have taken into account such factors as: 1, eBay's standalone prospects. What are those? Number 2, the uncertainty regarding your financial proposal. Number 3, the impact of your proposal on eBay's long-term growth and profitability. I don't think that has been the case as of late. Number 4, the leverage, operational risks, and leadership structure of a combined entity. Number 5, the resulting implications of these factors on valuation. And number 6, GameStop's governance and executive incentives. eBay is a strong, resilient business, Colin. It's strong and resilient, and apparently it's growing and very profitable. That has delivered meaningful results over the past several years. We have sharpened our strategic focus, strengthened execution, enhanced our marketplace and seller experience, and consistently returned capital to shareholders. With its differentiated global marketplace and a clear strategy, eBay's board is confident that the company, under its current management team, is well positioned to continue to drive sustainable growth, execute with discipline, and deliver long-term value for our shareholders. Sincerely, Paul S. Pressler. Your thoughts on this before we get into some of these details? How does this strike you at first listen?
I'm going to say this as a guy who's a huge fan of eBay, and I love eBay. I use eBay. I think it's great for finding some fun gems. This is basically the the eBay executives saying, we love our stock packages right now. We love our pay packages right now. We don't want Ryan Cohen to come in here and basically wreck all of that. We're sitting fat and happy, and we really don't want a disruptive force inside of our company. We don't really want innovation. We're probably just going to keep riding this thing because it's pretty fat and heavy and slow moving, and we can just peel a bunch off the top in the form of bonuses, and we're fine. We're okay. I think that's what's happening right now. Unfortunately, because Ryan Cohen would really add some great value to this company.
He's like just interesting. What's happening with
Totally.
eBay right now is not interesting.
Totally.
It's a platform that's stuck in the 2010s somewhere. Is it not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Totally.
it's got a great use case. Okay, you sell old stuff that somebody has already owned, and get a deal on it. Bid on it. Like, it's great. Find interesting things. That's cool. But it's like stuck somewhere in like 2018, 2019, 2016. I mean, has the thing evolved at all? I mean,
It's so funny. It's so funny you bring that up because Ryan Cohen brought that up on TVPN where he's like, the UI hasn't changed in 10 years. It's still the same exact thing. They've had basically no innovation whatsoever, or no innovation that's marketable innovation. And so I don't know where it goes from here. I think they are just super happy just taking some rips off this company as executives and just holding on to their golden parachute.
one thing that bothered me a little bit, just a little stick in my craw here. Number 3, the impact of your proposal on eBay's long-term growth and profitability. Wait a second.
Yeah.
The impact of this on eBay's long-term growth and profitability. This tweet from Ryan Cohen here puts side by side eBay 2020 versus eBay 2025. Okay. Active buyers over the past 5 years were down 30 million buyers. So we're down 18%. But again, we're talking about this is going to put their long-term growth and profitability at stake. GMV down 9%. We're down 8 bill. 8 bill. Okay. Operating income, we're down 14%. We're down 360 mil.
I mean,
operating expenses. How about this one? Income's down and expenses are up. We're up 27% on it.
that's what I'm saying.
$1.19 billion in expenses.
It's terrible.
I mean, what are we doing? We're talking about long-term growth and profitability. CEO compensation, 35 mil in 2020. Fiscal year 2025, 28 million, 144 million cumulative. And part of this whole deal that Ryan is saying is, I don't need a salary. Forget any kind of salary for me. I'm just going to take. I'll take a little bit off of performance. We go up and to the right. We get this thing hot and moving. We cut expenses.
Exactly.
We raise profit. Bring people back to the platform. Where is this talk about long-term profitability? I mean, we're all these numbers are in the red.
That's what I'm saying. These executives are afraid of a gamer to come in there to disrupt and basically say, I'm going to only eat what I kill. I don't need a fat salary. I don't need a fat bonus check at the end of the month because I'm a performance guy. I'm going to crush this. It's got inklings. It's got glimmers of Elon Musk going into X and basically saying, I'm going to strip most of this team. Half of you haven't done anything for the past 5 years anyway, and I'm going to rock and roll, and this thing's going to crush, and I'm going to make this thing so efficient. I mean, looking back now, so just for a sec here, look back now on the Twitter of before Elon took over.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario here. It's the exact same scenario.
Seems like it to me.
And now you look at that and you go, yeah, you know what? Let's be honest with ourselves. That was probably a bloated company. There are probably some people that were phoning in like 10-hour weeks, 15-hour weeks.
Methinks.
And so the same exact thing is here. The same exact thing. And when you look at the stock and you look at how everybody's kind of operating within that company as executives, it's totally asleep at the wheel. There's no innovation whatsoever.
You know what I am convinced of? That Ryan Cohen is a dog. He's a dog. He's about to eat what he kills. I mean, this guy, when he said, eBay is a company I could run from my house,
he meant it.
I was all in. I'm all in on Ryan Cohen. I'm pushing in the chips on Ryan Cohen. And let me just say, e-com in 2026, e-commerce in 2026, don't we need that kind of attitude? Don't we need that? Lean, mean, crushing machine. I'm going to get more dollars inside of here, and I'm going to cut expenses. We got to get this thing humming, baby, because we got to drive a profit. We got to drive a profit and go up and to the right. We're all living on green lines. When things are red, nobody can sleep. This is what I want to see, and I love this out of Ryan Cohen. And this dog needs that bone. This dog needs that bone. Ryan Cohen needs to get what he wants. I'm behind him. I'm behind him 1,000%. I think it's going to be great for all of e-commerce.
We need a dog soundbite emoji.
We do.
It's just a dog sound for when something like this happens, and it's an absolute dog who comes up, and he's got that dog in him, and we just need just a oh or a bark, something dog. Like that. Because that's exactly who he is.
That's who he is. And right now, this letter, when I read this letter, this letter seems so soft. So soft.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Kobe in my mind. And Ryan Cohen is the Black Mamba. And he's like reading this letter and saying, soft. So soft. And I agree with you. I think the people that wrote this letter, they're obviously comfortable. They're making good money. But Ryan Cohen's hungry. He's hungry. He's a dog. And I think he needs to eat up eBay.
So there is still the possibility of doing a hostile takeover. So Ryan Cohen could hypothetically
tell us
aggressively do a fundraise of outside capital and basically buy over 50% of the stock and basically take over eBay from the outside in, and then show up and be like, hey, by the way, now I am in charge. And so if he, God, just with how much of a fun personality he is, how much of a person who is the ability to go inside of the media and talk through things, he could raise this capital. And I think it would be an amazing thing for eBay in the long term. I think in the 10 years, this is probably the best thing for eBay.
Absolutely. They're going to innovate beyond 2016.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
This thing hasn't innovated since Trump 1.0. I mean, it's crazy. It's time for some evolution. Yeah, this is a pre-COVID website. This is pre-COVID e-commerce. It's time to evolve. And there's a dog that says, I can do this from my house, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to cut expenses. I'm going to raise profits. I'm going to get sellers back to this. I mean, even he himself, he was trying to sell on there and they kicked him out.
Crazy. That should give you the vibe that eBay has right now, is even they can't take the fun of this. So they're just going to kick him off, which is more media for him as a result. Exactly. And pushing more support for him. It is totally the wrong way to operate in all of this. And I don't know. He could raise the funds. I think he is totally a viable option. I think he totally has the network. If he really wanted to go out and raise those funds, I think he could probably put it together in 2 to 3 weeks and aggressively buy up stuff. Aggressively start to buy.
Hostile takeover, baby.
He could do it.
Let's look at one more tweet before we get out here. New York Times actually wrote a whole piece on this, but let's look at one more tweet. This comes to us from the Stonk Father. So the eBay board clearly believes the company is worth more than $125 a share. Clearly. Here's a list of prices they've sold shares at in the past 12 months. 109, 103, 97, 92, 85, and a bottom of the barrel $79. One has to wonder, what about their fiduciary duty here? I mean, $125 a share sounds like a great deal.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it is exactly these executives that are just basically fleecing the company for all of the capital that they can pull out of it. And I think Ryan Cohen made a very premium offer to this company, and they just don't want to get rid of this ability to have a fat stack at the end of the day.
Well, we're here for a hostile takeover. Ryan Cohen, we are totally behind you. We
Let
want
us
to
know
have
how we
you
can
on the
help.
show. We want
Let
to
us
have
know
you
how
on the
we can
show.
help.
We
Yeah.
want to help. Hey, if we need to get Roaring Kitty in here
That'd be great.
and push up, a hostile takeover,
Oh,
we'll do what we can do. We'll do
there
our
we go.
part. And I think this kind of energy from Ryan is what we need in e-commerce in 2026, baby.
Yep.
Ecom Cowboy is in full support. Hostile takeover. Now, as we move forward to our stories of the day, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear about one of our trusted sponsors here, Seguno. Go, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What does that mean? It means your email and your reviews and your banners, it all lives right there where you work and play every day. Why is that important? It means that your Shopify data and your email data are one, okay? No more having to trust in the complex big email providers that are selling you over attribution, et cetera, et cetera. Seguno was built for lean teams with big aspirations, and all of this technology that they have made available, one-click automations, actual humans that can help you inside of Shopify. Big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. The advanced Shopify segmentation playbook is available at the URL below. Go get it. Talk to them today. They got you can free trial that platform. If you tell them Colin I sent you, they may extend that baby to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being now. New test drive there on the ad reads. Now, as we move forward here, Amazon is launching 30-minute delivery. 30-minute delivery. Believe it or not, Amazon is doing the impossible. 30-minute delivery. This story comes to us by way of TechCrunch, and we need to get into some of the details here. Amazon deliveries keep getting faster. On Tuesday, the online retailer announced the launch of its 30-minute delivery option, dubbed Amazon Now, in dozens of U.S. cities. At launch, Amazon Now will be widely available in Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, Philadelphia, and Seattle. Is expanding in areas that include Austin, Denver, Houston, Minneapolis, Orlando, Oklahoma City, and Phoenix. No Charlotte. Apologies to you, Colin Doherty. By year end, Amazon expects to bring the service to tens of millions of customers in these and other cities as the rollout continues across the U.S. Eligible items will be flagged with 30-minute delivery while you are on the site. Banners in the app, on the website, etc. They're going to begin these test pilots of 30-minute deliveries they began in December in Seattle and Philadelphia. I didn't know that.
Wow.
And it pits them against other quick delivery services like DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart. Very interesting. In addition to speed, service competes on price. Amazon Now deliveries aren't free. What would you guess they cost, Colin? What would you guess?
$3.
Prime members still save as they pay only $3.99 per order. Prime members. So
per order, you could put a lot in that order, though.
You could. I mean, as long as they're all flagged for 30 minutes.
This is also starting to really aggressively push against like the, I would say like the HelloFreshes of the world, and also probably Walmart delivery, Harris Teeter delivery, all of those grocery delivery services. You're telling me I can get all of that stuff within 30 minutes? Pretty bananas.
It's pretty bananas. It's crazy. Now, I don't know as far as the things available with Amazon. Like, can I order groceries? I guess they have their Whole Foods thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So you get Whole Foods stuff for 360 market.
Well, I'll take it. And there have been times, like when we were at Commerce Roundtable, where I needed a 30-minute delivery. I needed it, and would have been happy to receive it and happy to pay for it. Those who are not on Prime, those who are not Prime, non-Prime members, $13.99 for the 30-minute delivery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But it's like also, I feel like a lot. There's a ton of people that are Prime members, though. You know what I mean?
I think everybody is, aren't they?
Like almost everybody. And like either you are or you kind of know someone who has an account and they kind of just like let you if you need it.
Yeah.
So it's like you could really just kind of get this if you needed it.
And Prime Video is like a nice, thing
Yes.
to have, but who watches that? I don't even use Prime Video. You use it?
Are you kidding me? It has my favorite show of all time on there. What are you talking about?
Which is?
The Boys?
Okay. Yeah, people like that one.
Wow.
People like that one.
Wow.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Wow, it's
fine.
incredible. It's beautiful television.
Still waiting for Lord of the Rings season 3. But anyway.
That's true.
Anyway, interesting. $4 for Prime members, $13.99 for non-Prime. More straightforward fee structure than competitors, true. And one that often ends up being cheaper for Prime members compared with competitors that charge variable delivery fees alongside service fees, expected shopper tips, and sometimes even price markups per item. This is a good point. Like if I DoorDash something, you got a tip. You got a tip.
It's great.
If I'm Amazon Nowing something, I'm not tipping anything. There's like not even an option to tip.
Well, there's also 3 layers of that. So there's the tip that comes out. There's the convenience fee that they also charge you. There's also the service fee that they charge you. And then sometimes there's even a platform fee that they charge you. And so there's 4 different charges. If you were to go through, say, an Uber Eats or a DoorDash, if you're saying I can get something in 30 minutes, or what I like to do, and this is a little pro tip that I love doing, is I'll order something to my friends, or if I want to do a gift, and if I just have their address, I'll shoot them something super quick. And so you're saying instead of me having to Uber Eat something to somebody and do all those fees, I can just Amazon somebody something in 30 minutes and they can grab it and get it. And then it's so much easier. And you also have the incredible logistics system that is Amazon. And so you don't have to kind of deal with the fact that you don't really know where it's coming from, how long it's going to take to pack and pick, all of these things. There's a huge convenience kind of capacity here that they are really elevating. I think they're going to come out with, 15-minute delivery soon.
Okay, let me ask this.
Yeah.
Of the things that you need within 30 minutes,
Yeah.
what's going to be the top 3 items? What would you guess? I mean, what would come to mind for you?
Definitely, if you are sick, probably medication.
Fair?
Yeah, that's probably number 1.
Anything else?
Top 3, I would say medication. Maybe I would say if you're going to an event, you probably need like a food thing possibly.
Fair.
And then number 3, I'm going to say, this is a rough one. I don't know. What's the third one?
Well, let me read this list off to you because there's one on here that is that I think is going to be highly used inside of 30 minutes. At launch, Amazon Now orders can include fresh produce, dairy and eggs, bakery items, healthcare, which you hit on, healthcare and personal care items, baby needs. You run out of diapers and you're sick, you need those diapers as quick as possible. Pet needs.
Yeah.
Electronics and alcohol. You're
That's
going to
crazy.
be able to get your 12-pack or 18-pack or 24-pack, no judgment. But you're going to be able to get that inside of 30 minutes and get your suds straight to your home. No tip necessary, all within Amazon Now. I think that's hilarious. They're going to be shipping alcohol to people's homes inside of 30 minutes. I think
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I would say this isn't a normal routine you should pick up. You shouldn't be going through doing 30-minute deliveries every day. But if you got a last-minute thing and you need something in a pitch, this is really great. Like, this is incredible. If you really need something, example, you just put there with, baby needs with diapers, and maybe you're sick and like, hey, I feel terrible. I don't really want to get off the couch. Okay, click, 30 minutes, it's here.
One has to wonder if we will all simply be third-party sellers on Amazon at some
Potentially.
point. One has to wonder. Or if you've seen Wall-E, the cartoon from Disney, you wonder who the company is that took over the world. You wonder, I think it's Amazon. If it's anybody, it is Amazon. Moving forward, TikTok is now your new travel agency. As everyone knows, TikTok is the place to be for searching, discovering where to go, what to do, what to eat. TikTok now wants to be the place you book the trip you just saw on TikTok. This comes to us by way of TechCrunch. TikTok announced on Tuesday it's launching TikTok Go, a way for users to discover and book hotels, attractions, and experiences directly within its app. New offerings launching in the U.S. available to users 18 and older. Surface lodgings, things to do through videos, search, location pages. When users find something they're interested in, they view the details, check availability, complete booking. It's made possible through partnerships with Booking.com, giant advertiser, Expedia, giant advertiser, Viator, Get Your Guide, Tickets, and Trip.com. Additionally, creators who showcase hotels, attractions, and experiences can connect their content directly to bookings with opportunities to earn through commissions and creator campaigns. Very smart. Launch of TikTok Go signals the company's broader push to keep users inside its app from discovery through purchase. Very smart. TikTok has executed this playbook before. TikTok Shop brought e-commerce directly into the app, letting users buy products featured in videos without ever leaving. Now TikTok Go applies that same logic to travel. No need to go off, search, booking.com, etc. You saw it, you want to buy it, you want to go, you book it right there and then. I think this is incredibly smart for creators. Leverage these huge travel partners that are already spending gobs of money everywhere to have you book through their website. Why not locate everything inside the app? Facilitate creators getting rewards, doing more on the app, content here, etc. I think I personally, I don't know about you, but this is really where I prefer to find like things and places to go. It's like right there in the vertical format. To me, I think this is super smart, and it only shows that TikTok is the place to search and find where you want to be and where you want to go even more. Food, places, hotels, etc. Your thoughts on this, Colin?
This is absolutely incredible. We've basically already been doing this for the past 4 years in my household because we already find all of the new spots and things we need to explore on TikTok. And so if you're going to another country, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start to search things up around that country or in that city on TikTok. And you'll get all of these videos and start to experience it and then curate a list of things you want to do. Same thing goes for any city you live in. You're going to have all the experiences and all of that feed directly in there for what you want to do. Now they're actually adding this layer where it's like, great, this all makes sense. Book right there. I love this one angle for this specifically, which is the creators, but more specifically, the attribution side of things. So if I'm a creator and I am pushing $6,000, $5,000, $8,000 trips, that's pretty substantial. That's really, really substantial. If I'm a creator and I can push 5 of those, and now the company can see that my value is X amount of dollars instead, and there's a direct attribution window to the number of trips that I pushed with the videos that I actually created, this is a really big win for creators, makes those creators even more valuable to the companies themselves, and it tightens that loop, that feedback loop of their content, who it actually drove, because there have been some incredible videos out there. I know you see it, Chris, where you'll say, wow, I really want to go there now.
Oh, yeah.
And you always think, I wonder how many people actually booked from seeing this video, because you'll see this and you're like, this is awesome. Why can't I experience this now? Why shouldn't that creator get paid for actually showing you and giving this incredible detailed breakdown?
Totally.
That's actually going to drive you there.
There's this whole ecosystem on TikTok. Maybe you only know it if you're old, but there's this whole ecosystem of like travel agency mamas, basically, who are saying, hey, your kids, your family, go to Disney for $1,800 and you can stay here and go there 4 days, 5 nights. I mean, there's like a whole ecosystem that exists. Obviously, these people are getting paid because they are delivering a service. You know, they're helping people get booked up with these hotels, etc. This kind of thing, I think, only accelerates that even more and feeds that ecosystem. And of course, does for TikTok what it wants, keeps everybody right there on the platform. This also further puts them in competition with Google. Obviously, they are the search giant. Google is the search giant, but this does add more credence to TikTok as a viable search relevant place where people need to be found. This paragraph here, the addition of TikTok Go also puts TikTok in more direct competition with Google. TikTok has already been chipping away at Google's core businesses, search, Google Maps, as users increasingly turn to the app as a search engine. And this latest launch pushes TikTok further into competition with the search giant. A lot of the people, Booking.com, Expedia, Trip.com, all those, they're massive advertisers on Google.
Huge.
I mean,
Huge.
hundreds of millions of
So much money.
dollars every year. There's
Yeah.
like this top tier of advertisers on Google, and everybody in that top tier is like Booking.com, Expedia. You know, they're spending gobs of money. So very interesting to see how this develops for TikTok. I think it's super smart for them. And you know, all of the AI UGC creator boys, thread boys, they're going to be going after this thing because affiliates is a big part. It's a big part of the travel industry. I think all of the beautiful AI created UGC personas are now going to be making travel videos. I think that's fair to say. Is that
potential?
Fair?
That's potential. Yeah.
It's not just ecom products. AI UGC thread boys. There's time. There's opportunity for travel affiliates now.
Arbitrage moment.
Just saying. Arbitrage.
We need an arbitrage moment. Freaking sound too.
Yeah, we need a bell. We need an arbitrage moment.
An Arby's moment.
Yeah, we have the meats. Yeah, we should have that. We need to develop that. Jack, can you write that down? We need to develop that. We need to get that by tomorrow or something.
I'll build it.
That. Okay, you build it. Next on our stories of the day, ChatGPT shopping ads are increasingly more and more real. OpenAI is making it easier to run shopping ads in ChatGPT with their feed. And this is going to remind you of Google shopping ads. It's going to remind you of Meta DPA ads. This comes to us by way of Modern Retail. OpenAI is making it easier for e-commerce companies who run ads on ChatGPT, adding automation that lets retailers generate ads directly from their product catalogs. Does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. Rather than building them one by one. To be clear, the ad itself looks the same to the user. So-called product feed campaign will still appear in the same placement as any other ChatGPT ad. Below the response, clearly labeled as sponsored. What's new is what's happening behind the scenes. Retailers connect their product catalog, set filters for which products are eligible, and let the platform handle the rest, generating ads automatically for product names, images, and attributes in the feed. If you've ever spent any time on Facebook, you know that your DPA ads are always like your best performers, which is hilarious. Largely retargeting, we get it. Okay, all of the all the things that you would add around that, but it's literally just your product on white, and people scroll through the carousel, and then they always end up being one of your biggest performers. For a brand with thousands of products, that's what makes running ads they're actually viable. Until now, retailers have been able to upload their product catalogs to ChatGPT so the platform can surface accurate prices, availability, product information when someone asks a shopping question. But there's no way to connect the data to paid ads. Now they can. So I think this piece of automation that they're adding super valuable and actually helps everybody in e-commerce do what they need to do and what they're supposed to do. Your thoughts on this?
Chris, this feels like when you first are helping the child kind of get off on the bike, and they have the training wheels on them, and they're getting to speed, and you're excited, and they take off, and they just start kind of going, and you're like, wow, look at your first step on the bike, rocking and rolling. This is exciting. I'm excited for this because this is their first swing into this. We're seeing the infant, small child version of, OpenAI's shopping ads. I would more so pose the question, imagine how good this is going to be a year from now after their team has just been cooking inside of this thing, getting all of the data feedback, and how much this ad network is going to grow up in a year time span. This thing is going to be a beast. I can almost promise you that. There are not many things I'm very certain in our industry. I am promising you this thing is going to be a beast. In 6 months or a year's time, this thing's going to be a beast.
I have been very down on these ads, and I don't mean down in a positive sense. I've been very down on the way that they have gone about this, but the longer they go, the more of a real thing this seems to be. They've lowered the minimums.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
opening the door, self-service now. Give me like some real expected normal things inside an app platform. Like I can see clicks and conversions. You let me upload my product feed, add some filters, give me the chat equivalents of Meta DPA. I'm happy. I'm happy. So I'm excited. I will say Jordan West of Social Commerce Club, he commenting on this yesterday, he said if he weren't entirely focused on social commerce, he would push all his chips in on chat ads. He did say that. Does that surprise you?
Agree.
I mean, it's significant. I mean, it's Arby's moment.
Totally agree.
New platform.
Tell me right now an agency owner who is absolutely cracked at ChatGPT ads.
I don't know.
Exactly. You could be that guy. There is no clear winner in this right now. You could be the absolute domain expertise, perfect guy on ChatGPT ads.
Well, we have a crusher, a hitter, dominator of content, agency, game, etc. coming into our show right now. I'm talking about the one and only Ryan Blum, founder of Nibble, acquired cha-ching. Okay, Sweat Equity Pod, up and to the right forever, and now he's rolled out a new thing that I think we need some details on called Hitmakers, the Hitmakers community, where he's helping creators go up and to the right and actually get paid. He is coming to us right now, but before he comes, Jack, let's talk about Postscript. Jack, bring us to Postscript. Let's, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Shaw. See, that's. Bring us back, Jack. This is what I was afraid of. See, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We got two over our skis.
And the good thing is that Brian is here and he forgives us and he loves us. But before he comes, let's talk about Postscript. I shall talk about it. You can zoom in on me, Jack. Postscript, ladies and gentlemen, focus is an amazing thing. When you focus, you get outsized results. And I know right now you've got some SMS partner that does 5 or 6 or 7 things all together, but when people make the switch to Postscript, who only does SMS, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I have to confess, I didn't see that much. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being a top 1% account on the entire platform inside of a year. And the secret was I just did what they said. And what they are saying right now is that you need to go to the conversational report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversational report. Okay. Get that guide. And there's a lot of money you are leaving on the table by not responding when your customers text you back. When they text you back and you leave them on red, there's so much money to be made. And their AI shopper can have all of those conversations one-to-one. That is how they roll to put profit back into your pocket. Many thanks for Postscript being part of the show. Now, bring us back, Jack. We need Colin in here.
Let's go.
We have Ryan Blum, founder of Nibble, Sweat Equity Pod, new Hitmakers community. We have got to get the deets from him. Big boy, big content. Ryan Blum, get inside of this show. We need you in here, brother. Get in here, Brian. Get in here. Long time coming.
It's been too long. I miss you guys. Being up in New York, you don't have the same Southern hospitality.
Stop it. You're in New York all the time now?
I had to make the move, yeah.
That makes me just a little sad, Brian.
Wow. Sorry, brother. I know. Bob's Chop House is calling.
Yeah, exactly. Bob's is calling in these Austin, Texas hills. I know they call to you, Brian. I know they do.
Yeah, Brian, miss golf, miss church, but otherwise it's been pretty fun up here.
I'm sure it has. Hey, man, okay, before we get going, I want to ask you so many things. But first of all, we've got to say congrats on your acquisition on Nibble. man, running that up and to the right and getting acquired and getting your bag. I mean, Brian, tell us, how have things been? How has it gone? Give us just a little mini backstory on how things have gone.
Yeah. I mean, started Nibble in January of 2024 and sold it in August of 2025. So I mean, that is, I think, that's 20 months. So 20 months from founding to launch. You know, it was kind of a situation where I knew that I wanted to always kind of build brands, build different things other than an agency. So when the offer came along with the right partner, you just never know, dude. You might, there's always a temptation to sell the top. I think there's a lot going on with TikTok at the time. I didn't know it was going to happen. And so got a great offer, great partners in the Bluebird Group and HIG Capital. And yeah, it's
incredible, man.
It was a clean break. It was great.
Let's go. That's absolutely incredible. Could you tell us a little bit about Hitmakers?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, the biggest thing, when we worked with 87 different brands during that time.
That's bananas, bro.
It's bananas.
I will say, I was trying to be one of those brands. I was trying to get in there, and Brian just said, "Sorry, you're too small." No, but he didn't say that. He didn't say that. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. But I was trying to get in there because I knew you guys were doing incredible work.
I would have worked with you pro bono.
Oh, right.
Wow.
The $3.99 plan. Hitmakers is basically the solution to the problem that every brand has right now. So if you think about it, every brand has a creator supply problem. They don't have a content demand problem, right? Like they have an unlimited diet for good content. But the problem is a lot of these creators, they don't have the skills, they don't have the processes to make good stuff. And so Hitmakers is a place where they can learn, the strategies behind what makes a winning ad, right? They can learn how to negotiate with brands, how to turn that content side hustle into a real business. A lot of these people don't understand the upside behind what they're actually doing. We see TikTok shop creators pulling in NBA money, right? Like mild pro athlete money. And it's because when you work with, these big brands, I mean, if you're spending $5 million a month on Meta, like there's a lot of revenue behind that. And if you're a creator getting a commission on your ad, imagine if you stack several of those at one time.
Yeah.
You have 8 to 10 ads for different brands, passively earning you commission in Meta ad accounts that are spending for 6 to 8 months. And so, I like to call it a performance creator. A lot of people watching this show will understand what a performance marketer is.
I think like this.
The performance creator era, right? Where if you're a freelance TikTok shop, it's not TikTok shop, it's not UGC, you're a business, you're a performance creator. You can produce content on TikTok shop, give whitelisting access to the brand, get your ad sales tracked by tribe. And then all of a sudden you've built something where you have like several videos giving you recurring income every single month.
Fantastic. I mean, this is a great terminology. I think you need to get this trademarked, number one.
I would love to. Yeah. It's going to be tough. It's a loose term, but I'll take it. Yeah.
Number one, for all of the internet, for history to be known, this is Brian Blum's term. Heard here, the first time I've heard it on the show, and it belongs to Brian Blum, performance creator. And I think you are so right on this. You are so right on this. There are, for example, accounts right now that I've worked in as a marketer. Still ads that I made, not just made, but I'm the star of. I am the feature. I am the creator. I'm on camera talent, and they are still best performing ads.
Where's your royalty though?
Yeah, exactly. See, this is the point. This is a great point, Brian.
Yeah. And I think what's happened, right, is, I mean, shout out to Hudson from Comfort, shout out to the team over at Mary Ruth's, shout out to the NeuroGum guys. Like basically all these hyperscale brands have showed once you provide the proper incentives to creators, you get that much more of an outsized return on that investment. Where I see a lot of brands making a huge mistake is they want to be shy about what they're doing with creators. They don't give them this massive, amazing upside because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to lose the farm on a video if it does well. That's a losing mentality.
Great.
Think about it. If the creator has unlimited upside, what are they going to do for you? They're going to put up 30 videos.
Exactly.
on goal, like all of a sudden you're talking about your likelihood of success skyrockets. And so too many brand owners are too conservative with what they're willing to pay creators. I had a bunch of these folks in my DMs. I put a story up where I was like, the incentives have shifted, like kind of talked about this new relationship with UGC creators and TikTok shop creators. And all these guys are like, man, wouldn't I rather pay the creator $500 flat fee instead of the commission upside? And I'm like, no, you wouldn't, because if you pay them a commission upside, the video might actually take off. If you just give them $500, they're going to submit some nonsense to you, and then there you go. There's your $500. It's gone. Congratulations.
Great point.
Wow.
That's a great point.
Could you dive a little bit more into this? Because I'd love to talk about the actual logistics and financials for creators, because everybody, every small creator that I talk to, their goal is always that 10K a month. And what do they need to do?
Yeah.
How many brands do they need to talk to in order to hit that 10K a month? And what are they lacking also as a result? Like, what is that delta difference for why they're at 1K a month, 2K a month? They want to hit that 10K.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the thing that so when I built Nibble, we shipped 8,000 ads in 2025.
Crazy.
8,000. And around 1,200 of those hit in a client's ad account. So, it was around like 15%. And I think the average hit rate of most people is closer to like, 5 to 7%. And the reason was what I like to call two things. Number one is we pirate winning concepts. So if you see a winning concept somewhere else, we're going to go steal that ship and we're going to make ours, right? We're going to take that concept and adjust it to whatever brand that we're promoting. So if I see a winning ad for Mary Ruth's Organics, I'm going to digest, I'm going to deconstruct why did this video win? And then from there, I'm going to try and recreate it for NeuroGum, right? It's different value props. If it's hair regrowth versus, focus improvement, I'm going to try and deconstruct why the hair regrowth one did well, and then recreate it just with the different value stack of the other product. And I think that is probably the biggest difference between creators making 10K a month plus and creators stuck in the 1K is they're just not making stuff that converts. It's that simple. And it's not like is there enough brand opportunities for me? It's like their stuff just not converting. So brands aren't renewing, they're not getting more deals, whatever. And it's because they're not pirating winning concepts. They're going starting from scratch, trying to come up with some unicorn idea, trying to be the most brilliant person ever. And that's just a poor workflow. That doesn't actually, that's not scalable, right? Versus dude, you can look up on daily virals, Calo data, whatever it is, go find winning concepts in your niche, go recreate them and twist the hook 3%, twist a little bit of the video 3%. You can make 30 videos.
Come on!
New, because you just have all the winning concepts right there. So again, I think it's all about look, I sold my business to private equity. I'm not like a UGC creator. I'm an entrepreneur. And that's what I'm trying to teach these creators to think like, because I want them to think like entrepreneurs. How do you improve your workflows? How do you make content that converts at a higher clip, right? Because if you do that, you'll retain clients more, you'll have more commission upside, and ultimately you can build something that's paying you while you sleep.
Brian, I think this is so smart. And I will say this, I have noticed several, what I would call hitters, several players inside of our space that amidst the AI deluge are making big bets on actual humans still being relevant and making content. I mean, Casey Holiday, Brian Blum. Of course, we've got the Cut 30 gang, which I basically consider you like the unspoken fourth member of, really.
I'm a cousin. I mean, a lot of people say that Oren and I have never been seen in the same room. So that's something that I gotta beat the allegation.
This is to me, this is significant, and I'd love for you to make the case amidst all of the threads. Hey, AI, UGC, fire your creator. Just use this workflow. I'd love for you to make the case why humans are still relevant and the best for actually making hitters that scale an account here forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always limitations to the AI UGC thing in terms of the actions that they can perform. I also think you run into a situation where there are just simple emotives that humans can create that AI has not been able to do yet. Don't get me wrong. There's like all the, fear mongering, like UGC is dead. Like, look what this just created, right? And look, to an extent, I do think talented people can use those tools to create good ads. Don't get me wrong. Like if you're a great copywriter and you understand funnels and consumer psychology, you can probably make a good UGC ad if you have no but that's up to you, right? Like how evil do you want to get? Do you want to be a drop shipping demon, or do you want to be like a real brand?
Brian is making the case. Brian is making the case. He's making his case.
I just think, but look, man, I just think people buy from people. Yeah. I mean, look at the fundamental reason why, UGC and the TikTok shop revolution is outperforming so many of these things. Like, you got Metacube out here who's got every single celebrity in the beauty space promotes Metacube, but their team is specifically saying that their TikTok shop program is a huge catalyst for their growth. Why is that? It's because they have thousands upon thousands of everyday people promoting the product, and that trust goes so much further. I can't think of anything less trustworthy than an AI UGC ad. It's literally a fake story from a fake, not even real thing, right? And so if we're going to bet, my thesis would be that people are going to continue to buy from people in the future. Then I think investing in real creators is a much stronger long-term strategy.
That makes all the sense. Makes all the sense. And I take what you are doing and what your unspoken or never seen in the same room twin, Oren John and others, Casey Hollett out betting on creators. I take that as signal. I do, in the midst of 2026.
Yeah. Look, one thing that I like to do is go to Target and go to Walmart and look at their supplement aisle and tell me which one of those brands is not investing in creator armies. Tell me which one of the hot brands in Walmart or Target's shelves is not investing in a creator army. Zero. They all did it. They're all viral on TikTok. We just had Ryan from NeuroGum, co-founder of NeuroGum on the podcast. He said at their peak, they were getting 2 billion views a month on TikTok. Imagine trying to compete with that, bro. You don't have a chance, right? And so everything that you're doing as a brand owner should be, how can I get the critical mass of impressions on TikTok and have really tight funnels across the rest of my business to convert those eyeballs into sales? Then you obviously have to have a good product that's going to, be sticky and keep those people around for a long time. But that's the new playbook, and it's been here for years, right? And I think, thankfully, people are watching what Grunes has done. People are watching, what IM8 has done, Mars Men. These are kind of these standout recent brands, Instant Hydration. All these folks have scaled to 100 million in revenue in 18 months. It's possible if you invest in your content and your creative strategy. Every single one of those guys would never say, let me limit a creator, right? They would all say, I want people to be rewarded for the upside. Creative as a percentage of my marketing is one of the most important things we do. So, it's a creator arms race. And you just got to stock up.
So I think this is totally right. I would love to know, Colin. I don't know if you wondered this, Colin, but I wonder what's a winning percentage? What's a winning relationship?
Yeah.
Creator incentivized. Hey, if you make a banger, we run it as an ad, you make money forever. What's a winning deal look like, Brian? Brand side, creator side, et cetera.
Yeah. Brands are on Tribe. So shameless plug, I'm an investor. So I don't know, people on this have probably heard of Tribe. It's an app from Lucas Pachter where you can manage your creators in Meta and pay them a percentage of GMV. Typically see around 5 to 10% ad sales commissions on there. On TikTok Shop, you'll typically see a 20% organic sales commission, and then anywhere from a 5 to 10% ads commission there too. So what you're talking about is a 5 to 10% tax on your ad spend. But can that unlock, 20 to 30% efficiency gains by paying those creators? That's really the game you're trying to play. And it's a fundamental reason I wanted to start Hitmakers is because the education just needs to be there for creators to be able to achieve those efficiency gains for the brands, right? Because they have to be able to invest confidently in these people because it's a lot of volume you need to win, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned NeuroGum earlier. Those fools are getting 10,000 videos a month on TikTok, right? Mellow Sleep, Chad Keller, absolute dog, 100 million in 9 months. Dude's getting 38,000 videos. Like, I don't want to compete with that. Like that's impossible to compete with. And when you're getting 38,000 videos, every incremental percentage of efficiency in revenue per sample sent, right, is massive. And so as long as you can educate these creators at scale, like, you can really flip the P&L and make this a much more profitable thing.
Brian, could you give me a little bit more insight into this? So say I'm a creator and, I want to work with a brand, but I want to work with a very specific brand. Say I have a darling in mind. I got that girl in the red dress. I would love to make content for them specifically. Do you have any tips or tricks on how to get through to that brand specifically, or any ways kind of in the back door you can go? I've heard multiple people say, just basically start making the content and DMing it to them and just say, hey, here's some content. Do you have any best practices in order to get into those doors?
Yeah. I mean, you find the influencer marketing or someone on the marketing team on LinkedIn. I would, send them a connection request and say, hey, I'm a freelance creator. I'd love to kind of, get started with 5 videos for free so you can see my work and, make 5 different formats. I think the biggest thing that people need to understand is that brands want to shop in formats, right? They want to shop in things that they understand. And so it's like, you make a testimonial video, you make a competitor comparison video, you make an ungatekeeping video, you make a guinea pig video. I tried the viral XYZ so you don't have to.
Nice.
Like, let them shop in formats, present your portfolio to them in a way that's super easy to digest. I mean, even if the content is terrible, like, they're probably going to try and source some stuff from you because it was such a high agency move to reach out. And also, like, there's ways to continue to partner and iterate on that content. But, and also, like, just philosophically, brands want to hire you. And so I think even a mindset shift is like, this person wants to hear from me, right? Like, they're all desperate to put more reliable folks on retainer at all times. And so you should be reaching out to these influencer marketing managers. You should be reaching out to these heads of growth saying, I'm an aspiring creator. If you have if you have GMV, if you have brands you've worked with, make sure to include your social proof. But, I would pitch your services. And the deal that we recommend to everyone in our community is like $1,500 for 15 videos.
Okay.
And unlimited upside on the commission. So 20% commission on organic, 10% on ads, 10% on meta ads. And then you just find that one banger. And I'm telling you, like, I have a creator, Andy, she's in my community. She worked at Taste Salute back in the day. She's one of my clients at Nibble. Bro, she has a video promoting their horchata product from March of 2025 that still makes her money in May.
Let's go.
That's amazing right there.
Wow.
Why would you not invest all of your time into just stacking 20 of those across all your different favorite brands, and you've built a business? This is not like, you're not a UGC creator. You're not cringing when you're at the table. You're saying brands are paying me passive income. What are you doing?
That's incredible.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm making passive income from content I made a year ago.
That's incredible.
I would say, Brian, I have often had this thought. I mean, it is what you are talking about. And, there's so many, like, bright minds in what we do, have handled millions of dollars in ad spend, created huge campaigns, etc. But it actually may be like the biggest reward that one could get inside of the game if you close the laptop and get in front of your phone and get on camera. Yeah. I mean, it is a like crazy thing that I do think that, like, marketers should really think about. I have thought about it. I have. And it's active.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
I love that.
Wow. Brian, a lot to think about here. Well, brother, we love what you're doing. And I would love for you to tell everybody, man, where to find you, where to follow you, where to talk with you, where to get into Hitmakers, all of the things. Yeah. Can you just list all the things for us?
Yeah. So hitmakers.biz is where people can access, the place to talk to our team, see if it's a fit for you to join the community. I'm just at Brian_Blum on everything, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. You probably hear from me on Instagram in the most professional way. TikTok will be a little more. You know, I'm free now, by the way.
You can say whatever you want, man.
Look at you. Look at you.
I gotta preface everybody with that. You know, no guarantees on what's going to come out of my mouth. And then definitely follow Sweat Equity Podcast. We're really investing in our YouTube production. We got an episode with Greg Lavecchia, founder of Blum, that's going off right now. A recent episode with Patty Galloway.
I saw that one. I did see that one.
I mean, found myself taking notes on my own podcast, and I don't love myself that much, right? It was Patty just going crazy. I mean, with the level of knowledge he was giving, it was like a must watch for anyone that's interested in media at all, like just period. The way he knows how to get attention. I mean, this dude literally, you know, Mr. Beast commented on the video. I'll tell you, you know, there's
wow.
So tap in Sweat Equity Podcast. Man, y'all got like 15 sponsors on here. All of them can hit us up about the pod.
We do. We try to be winsome creators, Brian.
Exactly.
No, you guys are crushing it, man. This is beautiful. And it's smooth.
We just look forward to the next time that you are IRL in Austin, Texas, or hey, maybe we'll find ourselves on the mean streets of NYC and doing.
You can be our guide. Do be our New York City Sherpa.
I think so. I think so.
I can show you around. I've been outside. I had a tweet about New York go viral, and then all these guys were basically quote tweeting it and being like, Austin, man.
Let's go.
I was getting crucified, bro. I mean, crucified. People, it's so fun.
Love that. That's amazing.
But yeah, man. Well, appreciate
absolutely. We appreciate you coming. Look forward to having you back, brother.
Yeah. Cool.
That's such an important shift for creators to shift from I am a creator, I'm making content, to I am a business owner, I'm running the business.
For sure.
And you talk to so many creators and they do not see the lens that way whatsoever. I can promise you that.
Yeah, I think that another great point he made about mindset really spoke to me as I was managing marketing at Bruce Bolt. He's like, these people want to talk with you. They want to hire you. They want you to make great creative for them.
They're ready.
They're ready. They're looking for somebody to do that. It is a common problem. Marketing managers, VPs, CMOs. I mean, it's everybody's problem because you need an army. You need an army of creators. And if you can find one, if you've got one in your inbox with some different formats, say, hey, here's what I can do for you. I've done it for them. Love to work together. Here's a proposal. Here's my portfolio. It's like, great. Yeah.
High agency. Agency.
High agency.
Yeah. I want to work with this person.
Even if you stink, like like you're here and like maybe we can workshop it a little bit because I need more people. I need more people.
Let's do it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm busy with other things, and what I really need is more people. So if you'll show up, then you've gone a long way down the line.
100%. Yeah,
very helpful.
Super helpful.
I think that I would like to see the inside of Hitmakers. I would like to see it.
Me too.
I always think that I'm going to, like, at some point I
need to get Nicole in there, to be honest with you.
Smart. I always want to do it for me, but it's like I guess I don't carve out the time. But we press on. Many thanks for Brian Blum coming. Who we have coming inside the show right now is Byron Young. Byron Young, founder and CEO of Corduroys. Brian's here. He's here. He's using his computer's mic, which we're very thankful for. Byron. Shark Tank lore with Byron. and corduroys. Season 4, I believe it was. I think they got a deal with Lori, I believe. And they have continued to grow and navigate the ever-changing state of the internet and e-commerce and their store. They have a physical location in Gainesville, Florida, have continued to thrive since then. There better be 100 corduroys in your background, he says. But before Byron comes, we need to talk about our next. We need to talk about Axon by AppLovin. How are we going to do this? We're going to play the video, Jack. What are we going to do?
Jack, you want a redemption arc? You want to try to go for it?
Let's try it, Jack. Let's try it. Let's
do
it. Let's roll it, Jack.
Do it.
Axon by AppLovin, ladies and gentlemen. If you are running a D2C brand and you're not on Axon yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're leaving money on the table. There are 1 billion new customers inside the games everyone loves to play, like Solitaire, Mahjong, Candy Crush. They are there waiting for you. And there's more people playing mobile games than you think. Okay, these are mainstream, financially comfortable household decision makers. Miranda Pettinger dropped a little mini masterclass on getting started with Axon yesterday on the D2C X Twitter timeline. She literally saved Q4 for a number of the brands that she media buys for. How does she do it? By moving that spend over from Meta literally on the week of Black Friday and scaling from 0 to 80K per day inside of a week. And you know what? Not only did she save Q4, but she ended up looking like the smartest marketer to ever live to her boss. And how did she accomplish that? She diversified. Okay. She diversified. When Meta is tripping, that's when you want to have already had ad dollars placed in other places that are working for you and profitable and getting new customers for you. If you are not started, you should be. Wayfair, Dr. Squatch, all your favorite brands are already on the platform. Get in now before your competitors do. Go to axon.ai/en/ecom cowboy. Get on that platform today. Tell them Colin and Chris sent you. Many thanks for we need to. That was good. Way to go, Jack.
Let's go.
A little clap up for Jack.
Redemption arc.
Redemption arc there. I just test driving some new technology for the show. We need to welcome Byron Young, founder and CEO of Corduroys, the convertible beanbag 2-bed brand in Gainesville, Florida. Get in here, Byron.
Let's go.
Get in here, brother.
Let's go.
There he is.
What's going on, man?
Byron.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you great, brother.
Amazing.
We appreciate you making the time.
Do I sound amazing?
You sound amazing.
Okay,
sound
good,
amazing,
good,
and
good.
you look even better, Byron.
Oh, man. Well, I got a lot of makeup on today. I did
Not you. Not those Florida men. I know, Florida man.
No, for sure.
Man,
I brought a prop too. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's see it.
Screen grab. These scissors made me a millionaire.
Whoa!
Whoa! Let's go.
Whoa! I mean, we got to hear the story of that, Byron. How did those scissors make you a millionaire, man?
Yeah, remember I told you the other day when we were chatting that I was going to start doing some more advertising with my ugly mug on the screen.
That's right. That's right.
So these scissors right here are solely responsible for the beanbag that converts to a bed, which is where we made all of our money, really, to tell you that's why I got on Shark Tank. It's why everything happened. And the quick story is that I was too dumb to realize that there was something called a rotary cutter for fabric. So I ordered this pair of scissors and started cutting all the fabric. I was cutting in my garage. My forearm was the size of Popeye.
I bet.
And one day I said, well, wait a minute. What if I just made the inside a square and I zip across the fabric like you do with wrapping paper, you know?
Yeah.
So I made a big square. I stuffed it inside there and I made it oversized so you couldn't tell that there was a square inside of a circle. And then one day we had some friends over. We were all drinking and partying. And as I was stumbling down the hallway, they were going to sleep on the couch. And I said, hey, there's a big square thing inside that beanbag if you want to sleep on it. And that was the next morning they were raving about it. And my redneck ass was like, that ain't no bed. What are you talking about? And so it took me years to actually get behind it. It actually, I don't know that I got behind it as much as customers got behind it and started demanding it. And I came around to it and I changed it to make it the same size as a mattress and things like that. But Yeah, those scissors and laziness are responsible for everything good in my whole life.
Wow, you got to frame those.
That is an incredible story, Byron. I mean,
Yeah,
and, you know, it's true, like innovation. I mean, you're in there
Yeah.
and I got to figure this thing out, put a square inside it, and it landed you on Shark Tank.
Yeah, it sure did, man. We I don't know how many years ago that's been now, but it's like you said, season 4. And the funny thing about season 4 is that, you know, nowadays everybody knows everything about Shark Tank. There's groups about it and things.
Yeah.
We didn't know shit back at season 4. I was terrible. All I know is I'm going to California to talk to some TV people and sell my business, which, you know, in my mind, I was already rich, even though I didn't have any money. I was doing fine. And
Yeah,
here I am in California talking about selling my business. I was terrified.
that is terrifying.
Needless to say, it went well.
Well, yeah, go ahead, Colin.
I was just going to say, could you talk to us a little bit about that experience? Because it sounds terrifying to get in front of 5 people, pitch your product live. I mean, just knowing me, I would be, you know, you go up, open the pits, and I'm just sweating from, you know, the whole bottom is just, I'm covered in sweat. Oh, did we lose him?
I'm here. I don't know what's going
He's
on.
back.
We got you.
He's back.
He's back.
Could
I'm
you
not
talk
sure
to us
what
a little bit about that experience?
So, it's funny that you mentioned that because we were in the, you know, you're in these big studios, and we were in, let's call it a green room. It's actually just a room made out of fabric.
Okay.
And we're waiting to go on, and my shirt, my pits were so drenched, and I also realized that I had like a deodorant. You know how deodorant gets on your shirt sometimes?
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't looking very good, trust me. And there was nothing to wipe the damn thing off with. True story. My wife breaks out in a tampon. I'm not kidding. It was the only thing we could find to get that shit off my shirt. And then right before they called me, they called my name, and I go, this was exactly what happened. I go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a fucking guy, and I fucking sweat.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's amazing.
hilarious.
And yeah, so I went out there with my sweaty pits, and I mean, I was terrified. I really, really thought I was dying up even a month before the show. Even when they would call me, I'd be nervous. And then when I got out there, the producer called me the day before, and she goes, "How you doing?" I said, "Not good. Not good at all. Not good. I think I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm not doing good at all."
Now, Byron,
it's terrifying.
I heard because you gave me a little window on this. I heard, of course, you got the deal. You got the deal with Lori, but I heard that afterward, like, you didn't even call her. I mean, what's the story?
So here's the deal. So back in season 4, nobody knew anything. You know, everything was very real. They kept it very secret. And but when we did you do a pre-pitch. So the day before, you kind of go through the motions. And there's a guy named Clay Newbill. You can look him up. He's like Mark Burnett's head dude. He's super important in whatever he does. And so I'm doing my pre-pitch, and I had my business valued. I think it was at $4 million.
Yeah,
it was a legit valuation. I felt like, and he stopped me and says, you know, he starts talking about my valuation, and I said, well, shit, man, what do you want? You know, what do you want me to do? It is what it is. And he did something that really got me. He said, it is what it is. And he stopped. He didn't argue with me. And I went home or back to the hotel with my wife, and I wouldn't let it go. I was like, I like that guy. That guy's like, I would hang out with that dude. What's he trying to tell me? He's trying to tell me something that he can't tell me. And we went to Target. We came back. We laid down in the bed, I'm just trying to relax. And it was like a movie. I just sat straight up, and I was like, I figured it out. And my wife's dead asleep. She goes, you figured what out? I said, I figured it out. I said, the deals aren't real. Well, I was wrong about that. The deals are real.
Okay.
In my mind, I was thinking, okay, I don't really know the definition of duress, but I got to be under it right now, the way I feel. And there's no way I can make a multi-million-dollar deal on TV in 15 minutes. And so she says, well, what does that mean? I said, that means I'm devaluing the business to $1 million. And I'm not leaving that room without a deal, because Clay did tell me, he said, the audience is rooting for you. And if you get a deal, your website will go crazy. And that's all I heard. I was done. I'll sell that sumbitch for a penny. I don't give a shit. I'm not leaving that room. So so yeah, I go in there and I'm thinking I'm just going to, and of course I called my business partner at the time, and everybody affiliated with this thing, and they're losing their minds like, no. I said, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So I go in there and I get the deal. It's the worst deal in Shark Tank history, I'm pretty sure. And I got the deal thinking that I never knew it was going to be such a bad deal. I was making money. I thought there was going to be some pretty big deals to choose from, right? And all of a sudden, just Lori left, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get this deal. And so, I did it, and everybody made a big deal about it and everything. And then fast forward, I never called her. I threw the number on my desk, and all my friends were asking for the number and stuff. And here I am looking at it every day going, maybe I'll call her tomorrow. And, I could tell that story and make myself seem really cool. But honestly, the reason I wasn't calling her was because I'm not a liar, and I kind of lied.
Yeah.
And that's a big time no. And so finally one day she called me, and I didn't know it was her. Hey, how's it going? She goes, hey, it's Lori Grenier. And I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? Almost like, hey, I was just about to call you.
Oh boy.
And so she asked me, she's like, you must not be too excited about this deal. You didn't call me. And I said, well, Lori, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about all this stuff. I said, hell, you might be crazy. For that matter, I might be crazy. You might not want to work with me either. So we talked for about 45 minutes, and neither one of us was crazy. I mean, I guess that's debatable, but she seemed like a very nice, normal person, and we met ago, and she still didn't know I didn't want to do the deal. So we had a good lunch and got to know each other, and it was really good. She was cool. She's cool. And then at the end of the lunch, she said, well, we brought the check for $200,000. And I was like, oh. And now I didn't have anything planned at all. And she said, are you telling me that you just did that deal just for TV?
Oh,
a big time no. And she's very blunt. Lori is very blunt and very smart. She's like, you telling me you just did that deal just for TV? And I said, well, I guess what I'm telling you is that I wasn't leaving that room without your phone number. And she goes, I'll never forget. She goes, well played.
Oh, wow.
And so she goes, what is it you want to do? I said, I have no idea. And so we came up with a deal that where basically I don't know if this is the right word, broker, I don't know what you want to call it, but we came up with a deal where I didn't take any money from her, but I did give her a piece of the action for 5 years. And we ended up working together. We did QVC for 5 years straight. If they called me right now, I had to go jump on a plane and be at QVC. We sold millions of dollars worth of
incredible, man.
QVC. And so essentially, that's one thing I want to say about Shark Tank is some people say the deals aren't real because they don't go through. I say the fact that they don't go through is what makes them real, because that's the nature of a deal. Is you got to do your due diligence. And it's not, a lot of times deals don't work out. They usually don't work out because of the entrepreneur though.
Yeah.
And so, we ended up partnering just in a different fashion. And the whole story for me was just, I got nothing bad to say about it. Nothing at all. It was all fantastic. She was great. And the whole ride was fun. So
that is incredible, man.
That's the art of the deal right now. You're just saying, I don't really know if I want to do this. And they're like, well, have you thought about it even more? And they're more and more interested. You're constantly pushing them away.
The cool thing about her was that she was willing to talk and listen, and for some reason she believed in this damn beanbag, which a lot of people might be skeptical of. So good for her. I appreciate that from her.
Wow. Well, Byron, I think that deal and Corduroy's has become one of the most successful businesses that's been on Shark Tank.
I think it was number 10. What did I tell you it was? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I don't know. We'll call it top 10, top 15, something like that. It's done really well. We definitely went through the roof. I mean, I had a marketing company called. That's the thing about Shark Tank. A lot of things happen that you don't expect. You start getting calls from people, and one of the cold calls I got was from a marketing company out of California, and they basically taught us how to do online marketing, which had never worked for me. When I would throw $100 at it, it wouldn't do anything, so I figured it didn't work. And when they came on board, I challenged them to hit. This is a funny one. I'm in Hawaii on a vacation with my family, and I'm talking to our girl out there, and I said, listen, Megan, if we can do $5,000 a day, we're fishing in the ocean. We're not fishing in a retention pond here. We're fishing in the ocean. If I can catch 5 fish, I can catch 50 fish. So why can't we do 50,000 a day? And she said, okay, well, we're trying to scale up, blah, blah. I don't even know what any of that shit means at this point. So, and so I said, all I know is we're fishing in a big, big ocean here. We should be able to do more. Well, I'm in Hawaii for 3 weeks, and one day I watched that damn thing go to $50,000, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then the next day it goes to $60,000. And now keep in mind, all this time we got our shit together. We've been in business for 15 years.
Yeah.
So if you say you need bean bags, I can make any amount you need. You're never gonna outdo us. So I thought. And so we hit 60. Long story short, while I'm in Hawaii, we hit 300,000 in a day.
Seriously?
And it doesn't stop. And all of a sudden I'm standing over there answering. That's when I figured out that we had messages coming from 1,000 places, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over there answering because we don't have anybody doing this. So I'm standing at a convenience store. My wife's going, are you gonna join us? I'm like, baby, I got shit to do. And it does not stop, man. The floodgates opened and it exposed every hole in our game. I'm talking about from manufacturing to customer service to you name it. It was like I'd never dreamed we could sell too many. And you definitely can. It's definitely important to know your limitations on that. And I tell people that all the time. You better be expecting, because the internet can shock you.
Power of the internet. That's incredible, Byron. I mean, it goes to show like what a tiger by the tail you guys had developed product wise over the years. And then, you bring that to more and more eyeballs, and then you got problems that you didn't know you could have. That's incredible.
Right. Yeah, it definitely was crazy. Oh, by the way, my buddy Ricardo, as he likes to be called.
Yeah, Ricky, he was on the show.
Oh yeah, you're so fancy, Ricardo. He told me that I have to say that what was it? He has to say, I'm Byron Young. I'm with Corduroys, and I make bean bags that convert to beds and other comfort products that will make your home better.
There we go. We'll take it. Ricky knows what he's talking about. I'm pretty
sure that's not the way you wanted me to do it.
Well, he knows what he's talking about. Byron, so I mean, give us insight on, like, okay, so you guys you get the incredible deal on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Man, you're running it up on QVC, and then paid ads and ecom D2C just starts going to the moon.
While he's in Hawaii.
While you're in Hawaii.
Yeah,
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Except it got, I wish I could say it wasn't too bad, but it turned into a lot of stress at that point. Because of all the holes that we just couldn't keep up, and then I was worried that we were sending out bad products because we were in such a rush to get them done. Now I'm like, okay, this is going to work against me now because I'm sending out bad products. So it was great. And for a while, to be honest with you, we could just have a sale on our website and just start counting money. It went on from 2009 until about 2 years ago. It was just shooting fish in a bucket, man. It was just nothing to it. And I never dreamed that it could taper off. And lately, as y'all know, things have just changed. I don't know. I've read stories about Zuckerberg trying to make up for his $100 billion mistake on metaverse and things like that. I can tell you there must be some truth to it, because whatever happened overnight, and things don't happen overnight in the real world like that.
That's wild.
And so now we're, I'm sure you guys talk about this a lot, but now we're exploring all these new possibilities. Even old possibilities might be new possibilities. I mean, hell, at least a billboard on the side of the road, you don't have to do anything. It works 24 hours a day, and you don't have to worry about it doesn't have an algorithm. And so some of these old ideas might be good too. And now, of course, we got to figure out the whole AI and making sure that we show up in all these new programs. It's exhausting. I tell you, it's exhausting.
The game has definitely complexified a great amount, and I agree with you. I agree with you on the old things becoming new again. One of the things that I'm most bullish on in 2026 is TV. I mean,
Yes.
TV advertising has quite
Yeah.
literally become, in some cases, for some of my friends and their brands, has quite literally become 10 times cheaper with targeting. I mean,
believe it.
with location, all
Yeah.
of the things.
Yeah.
I mean, give us perspective. I mean, you guys are, man, you're riding high, you're building the gaps, manufacturing, all the things.
Yeah.
Brother Byron, what do you do when things start tapering off? I mean, how have you guys adjusted to the new reality that is selling on the internet?
Well, that's when I go, hey, God, I know we haven't spoken in a little while, but I got some important stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a lot of things. We've, like I told you before, the content with me on it typically does well. I was trying to kind of step away from that for a while, and lately, like I told you the other day, that I need to get back in on that, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing this podcast, and I'm going to start filming some content and telling some stories that I have from all these years of doing it. We're focusing on different ways to make sure we show up in all the AI programs. That's another one. And really just focusing on better content. For instance, we did TV before, and we put together some pretty cool commercials, but they weren't great. It wasn't like we put a ton of, we just used content we've had before that we thought was pretty and looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a think tank that went into it to make sure that it was excellent. I always compare everything to fishing. It was like we got on the boat, we went 10 miles offshore, and we got our fishing poles ready, and we threw it out there, and somebody said, "Did you put bait on it?" And we said, "We think so." The commercial, what I call the bait, I don't know that it was great. It performed okay, but we're looking now to do some stuff where we really, really put our heart and soul into the bait, which is the commercial, the content, and really try TV again with something that I want to look at it and go, that shit will work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think if we come up with that content there and try TV again, we'll see different results. Because let's face it, at least on TV, there's no distractions. When that commercial's on, commercial's on.
It's on.
Exactly.
It's
true.
Well, there is this silver lining here that you kind of talked a little bit with Chris about, where these pet beds you discovered are a huge home run for you. Could you talk a little bit about this? Because this is kind of a new category you're kind of going into here. Could you talk a little bit about pet beds?
Yeah, our pet beds are, well, I don't know if you can see.
Let's see it.
There we go. That's a big boy pet bed right there.
That's awesome.
That's our
living the life.
Yeah, that tests them all out. That's Charlie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the pet beds are something we've had for a while, and real quick, the unique part about our pet beds is, or one of the unique parts, is that first of all, they'll pretty much last forever. A lot of pet bed companies use fabrics they get really cheap, and they really try to go just cheap on them to make some money. We don't. We make them out of the same ingredients, so to speak, as our bean bags, and so you could have this thing for 25 years, and plus you can buy all the parts individually. I remember when we started to make the pet beds, I thought about how I was going to do it. And I remember when my wife would tell me, hey, we need to wash Charlie's dog bed.
Oh, man.
I would always cringe, because I was like, well, what makes me cringe like that? And it was because the zipper was like, this long, and I had to dig out that thing with all the dust and hair all over it. Yeah. And so one of the first things we did is we made the zipper huge so that when you unzip it, you can get the damn liner out without getting, without fighting it. And then, of course, we ended up making them waterproof top and bottom, which also makes it where the smell doesn't go through. We use the same foam as we do in our regular bean bags. And it's really not that difficult. We just make, at Corduroy's, everything starts with the lifetime guarantee. I wish more companies would do this. Like, if you will just start with that, it will force you to make a good product.
It's a great point.
That's what that does. It makes your customer service easy. It makes it where people talk about you. I've got the easiest customer service training in the world here. I say, make them happy. It's not where I don't want to walk in and see my customer service people arguing with people over a damn beanbag.
Yeah.
Let's make them happy.
That's a great point, Byron. And this point that you have brought up on product development and just making a better cup of coffee. I mean, actually putting the thought into, like, how do I make this thing great? and then let's go make our customers happy once they get it.
And you don't have to buy an extended warranty. You don't have to buy an extended warranty. Kiss my ass. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? I bought a Jeep. I bought a brand new Jeep for my daughter. The front end has got something called a death wobble. Hey, Jeep, if you're listening, your Jeeps have a death wobble. My daughter is driving a Jeep with a death wobble, but it's not covered by warranty. Like, What in the world? Are you kidding me, man? Like, extended warranty? What? How about just take care of your shit?
Exactly. Not at Corduroy's, they're going to take care of you. We know
at
that.
Corduroy's, you don't need an extended warranty. We give you a lifetime guarantee. You call us up. If you're not happy, we'll make you happy.
Man, there's a lot of
That's an ad right there. Clip that.
Yeah, there's a lot of takeaways.
Send it out.
And we're going to get it. We're going to get all this footage to you, Byron, because I'm convinced there's some great ads just off of having you on screen here already, man.
Yeah. Hey, will there be? They'll all be beeped out though. You won't even be able to tell what I'm saying.
That is awesome. Well, man, I think there's a lot.
Ask me another question. Come on, Chris. Ask me something.
I think there's a lot to take away from this convo. And I think especially on the product development side, especially on taking care of your customers and also adapting to the internet and how things play as they continue to move forward. And you can teach an old dog new tricks. We've got Byron on screen doing the thing and making some of the best content on the internet, bleeps and all. We love what you're doing, Byron. Man, we appreciate you making the time and coming on the show. We got to have you back and get an update. I'm convinced, just like you were saying about bait. Of course, you got to have the right bait. You got to be in the right spot. Find the right honey hole. But I'm convinced, man. TV, app loving, we're average 35-second watch time on your ads. I'm convinced there's some great spots that are built for higher AOV in this new era of the internet that you guys are going to crush in, man, and continue to move forward.
I completely agree.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys listening to me yap, man. It's I don't do much of these kind of things, so as you can tell, I'm not too polished.
Oh, you are. You're the best.
We appreciate it.
Byron, we look forward to coming to Gator Country and meeting you ourselves in person. Until then, we appreciate you making the time and joining us, brother. Thanks you, man.
Have a good one.
He is a live wire. Boy.
That fired me up.
He's excellent, man.
Excellent. Oh, my gosh. I mean, and talk about the fact that he was just like, extended warranty. I just make a good product.
Yeah.
Just make a good product. Does that not fire you up? It's like, hey, just make a good product. I don't need an extended warranty.
And how about leading with lifetime guarantee? How about leading with that? He's like, more people should do this because it's going to make you make a better product. And it's going to simplify all of your customer service. Yeah. Make them happy. We gave them a lifetime guarantee. What we're going to do?
Amazing call to action. Just make them happy. That is the end all be all. And I think a lot of brands that we have talked about on the show and founders that we brought on the show that are winning right now have that mindset where it's just like, just make the customers happy. Just put the customers first.
That was such a goated conversation.
Goated. I was lost in his story. I was fully zoned into his story. And I was like, this is the coolest thing in the entire world. That has not happened on this show, where I have been fully entranced by a guest entirely, where I was like, no, tell me, like, what is going on right now? That just happened when he was telling one of those stories. I was like, this is unbelievable. I feel like I'm there right now. I feel like I'm literally there.
Totally. Transported.
Unbelievable.
Completely transported.
You need to put him on camera. What are we doing here?
There in Chicago with him and Lori Grenier.
I know. I felt like that. I was like, I am there. This is crazy.
That Shark Tank story, I mean, that could have gone so many ways.
Yeah.
And it's incredible that at the end of all that, she's got the check and he's like, and then she's like, oh, you just did this thing for TV? And then he's like, well, I wasn't going to leave without getting your number. And then she was like, smart.
Respect the hustle. It's a respect the hustle.
Respect the hustle, man.
I love it. And I love him making that the best of that situation.
I think that he is research I got. Yeah, he's definitely one of the highest grossing Shark Tank companies of all time. I think they're top 10.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Unbelievable.
That's bananas.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Crazy. Jack, is our friend Jacob Posel, has he joined us yet? Is he here with us? She will not yet. Okay, good. Byron's back though. He loves us and he wants some more. we love Byron. We gotta have more of Byron. We gotta have Byron part 2. Before we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, Jack, are you ready? Let's test drive this new fancy technology. Let's talk about incense, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, don't we all want better ads? Yes, we do. And we'd love to have actual humans involved. That would be nice. Creators who are good at what they're doing. But you know how disjointed that whole process is, finding them, manually negotiating usage rights, etc. That is why Incense exists. It is the all-in-one UGC and influencer marketing platform. All in one place, vetted creator marketplace, automated influencer outreach, built-in campaign management, content delivered to you in as little as 14 days. So much better than just finding a random TikTok and hoping it changes the trajectory of your business. They have just released the UGC Playbook 2.0. Go and get that at the URL scrolling across the screen. It's going to tell you why Andromeda is a good thing and what the path here forward is. It's modular UGC. Go to incense.pro, test drive the platform for free. Many thanks for them being part. Wow, Jack, you are fancy.
Let's go.
You are fancy, Jack.
Let's go. Perfect.
She says, perfect.
Perfect.
Absolutely. It was perfect. Okay, before Jacob Posel, who has brought HQ to the D2C X timeline. Now, spoiler alert, I have no clue what that thing is.
Yeah.
I know that lots of people are fired up about it. I have no clue what it is. Literally no clue. I asked him on the show so that he can explain it.
Yeah.
There's a few Claude-pilled operators that are very fired up about HQ.
Yeah.
I have yet to be able to dissect what it is that HQ does. But Jacob shall join us and decipher the mystery for us. But before he does, let's move to our lightning round of stories. And the first story in our lightning round, WAP ads. WAP ads are real. They exist. For those who don't know WAP, you should. A number of the biggest agencies on our timelines have moved over to WAP. Yeah. And I would actually love you to explain what WAP is and WAP ads and their existence now. I brought this up because I wanted to ask you, what is WAP ads? What is this?
I got a little inside, scoop from my inside man. I can't confirm or deny his name, or I won't even say yes if it's a male or a female. Actually, I'm not even going to go that far. I got a little inside scoop that this has already been live with a couple e-commerce brands, and it is absolutely ripping for them. I have tried to understand exactly the breakdown of what they're doing on top of all of the ads themselves, and I can't figure it out. I cannot figure out the actual mechanism for what they're doing. I have just heard from my inside source that they have been in beta with a ton of, ads, a ton of brands, and there's been a ton of views across everything. And so I would love to hear more from the team about what this actually is, but I've heard it's been ripping.
Well, for those who don't know, WAP seems to be like the
everything.
Build everything you need for your business. Business. You need to send payments. You need to get paid. You need to do all of these things. You have an agency. You're building an app. You're doing what? You're doing all the things, and even relevant for brands now. Launching WAP ads, etc. It seems like WAP is becoming this kind of central meeting point for like everything you need to do in your business.
Yeah.
One of the persons that I hear talking about it most is Eddie Malouf. Owns a massive agency, and they continue to buy more agencies, and his empire continues to grow. His service empire continues to enlarge. He is all the time talking about how awesome and excellent WAP is. And they are introducing WAP ads. Instantly reinvest your revenue to launch, manage, and scale meta campaigns directly within the WAP dashboard. Now live in beta. More platforms coming soon. James Camp says he loves it. Homero says, what a time to be alive. Alex says, money stays orange. People are excited about this, and it'll be one to watch. I do think that, this kind of business where you just make it continually easier to do more and more. You already have customers who love you, and they can continue to do more and more on your platform once you've already won them over. I mean, I think there's going to be some real winners in this, and WAP seems to be one of those who is doing it.
Look, if this can ingest my metadata and make me more money through meta ads, sign me up. And if in any way this can drop my CPMs, sign me up.
I'll take it.
Because I got my benchmark for my CPMs, what they are right now in Meta. If you can get them from here to there, yeah, I'm in.
I'll take it. Yeah. If you can get me down, I shall take it. I shall happily take it. Next story that is coming to us here. Next story that is coming to us. I have lost what name. Next story. Colin McGuire's ADD hack. Now, I liked this one. I really liked this one. I don't know about you, but I do kind of fancy myself as a ADD, ADHD, don't really even know the difference. ADD person. I was qualified, at least. Is that fair? Would you say
fair.
That's fair? Okay.
Extremely fair.
That's fair. Extremely fair. If you have Colin McGuire, CEO of Glimmer, also co-creator of Boomin', co-founder, if you have severe ADHD and frequently miss and are late to calls, it has happened to me before. Download Checker Plus for Google Calendar, Chrome extension. It creates a full screen pop-up. I think this is a great idea that stops whatever you're doing and notifies you of your call. One of the biggest life hacks for ADHD founders. And you can see on the screen here, they got reminders, snooze, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 4 hours, 1 day reminders. I always try and set 2 reminders for myself because I know that I need them. But this full screen takeover all the time, the calendar, I just totally miss it. Whatever is in my calendar, I have to frantically check it because I know that I'm going to miss it. I'm going to forget it. What I need is the full screen pop up. That's what to me, this is an excellent idea. You like this one?
No, because I use granola. And so granola already tells me, it's already telling me that Jacob's about to be in the show in 1 minute. And then it gave me a little side pop-up that Jacob's going to come right into the show. And then, granola syncs right with my calendar. And I'm maniacal with my calendar. I live inside of it. And I know every single meeting that's going on inside of there. And I'm not going to miss a meeting. Chris, you know this about me. I will not miss a meeting if we are scheduled. And I'll be locked in there. So maybe this product just isn't for me.
I don't want to use a calendar. I don't want anybody on my calendar. I just want pop-ups. That's what I want.
You just want Bing here, here.
I just want Bing. And actually I prefer, I actually prefer, I like it. It is a delight for a pop-up to come up and, somebody to talk to. That's, good. You get the kind of the golden retriever energy going. It's like, tail starts wagging. It's like exciting, I don't want the calendar to exist. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know that anything is there. I just want a pop-up. That's what I want.
That's amazing.
That's
you just want the pop-up with the actual link, and it's like, click here, click now. Yeah. And then it's like, awesome, I'm in.
Yeah. And then it's like a surprise. Who are we talking to? What's happening here? Hey.
You want the serendipity of it?
I do. I want no schedule. Don't interrupt my timeline. I'm working on something, we're fully engaged. And now, pop-ups here. Exciting. Somebody to talk to. And in that same vein, we have the co-creator of HQ, the mysterious, elusive, but entirely helpful tool from Jacob Posel himself, who has been underneath in the belly of AGI, building the future alongside Claude for all of us in e-commerce and beyond. And we need to bring Jacob Posel in here right now so that we can get the details on HQ and figure out what this thing is. Everybody, welcome to the show. Jacob Posel. Get in here. Get in here.
Oh, God.
Australia.
I'm back.
He's back. Jacob,
I'm in Florida this time.
are you across the ditch? Are you in Australia? Where are you, my friend? You're in Florida this time?
I'm in Florida. I'm in real America.
Oh, real America. You
Real
are.
America's crazy.
You are.
That's an
Yeah.
insane
And
statement.
I would say that Texas is real America too, but actually Texas is its own thing, really.
Basically.
It's its
Texas
own.
is a different country, or
It
should
is.
be. It should be at least. But
It is
fair.
That's different.
Yeah, it has its own origin story. I mean, it really
Yeah.
does. It really does. Now, Jacob, a long time, my friend, I have been following you, and you have been doing many things upon the interwebs, bringing. I really consider you in some respect the originator of AI static creative inside of e-commerce. Taylor Holiday introduced you as an AI. He did, which was a great welcome on the timeline. And then you did all of the things, and then you went away. You left CTC and you did many things. Who knew what you were doing? But you were doing many things here and there. Google, Claude, who knows? But all of the things. And now HQ is here, and people love it. They're raving about it. We saw CMO of Ridge just bragging on this thing. Connor loves this thing. Talking about HQ. It's incredible what it's done for our team, et cetera, et cetera. Jacob, what is this thing? What is it? Explain it like I'm 5, like you're talking to a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Tell us, what is HQ?
Yeah. So I think HQ is the culmination of all those experiences. And let me just give a very, very basic, very basic high level of what it is so that everyone understands, because it's not meant to be too complicated. It's not meant to be too mysterious. So let's just say we have this podcast, right? And you have YouTube, you're doing things, you want to do things inside of AI, you want to do something inside of Claude Code. You also have maybe some people in the background, some people in the production team, different people doing different things inside of their own Claude Code, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're one company, and the biggest problem with AI right now is everyone is just doing their own things on their own computers, and it's siloed and it's fragmented. So someone creates a skill, someone updates knowledge, someone teaches their Claude something to make it smarter for the context of work for their own business. That just exists on their computer, and there's no clean and easy way to share that across an entire company. So HQ is a context layer that sits on top of the tools you already use. So you don't have to go out of the tools you use. So you use Claude Code, you use Codex, you use whatever you want. And HQ allows you to save context and save skills and share them across your entire business. So Team AI is the next challenge for a lot of people. People have spent time getting individually really good at AI, but now it's how do we make my entire company good at AI? How do we enable everyone? And I think HQ is the best way to get there.
Wow.
Could you walk us through the logistics of this? So imagine Chris and I both have Claude. We have Claude on our separate computers.
Yep.
So am I installing a skill that is HQ? What is HQ? Where is it living? And then are we both inside of the application? How does this all work?
So HQ is a combination of different applications. We have a sync application, but at the basic level, it's a folder that lives on your computer. It's a shared folder that lives on your computer. It lives on the rest of your team's computer with a cloud sync so that you can push to the cloud, you can pull from the cloud, and then we've built some really nice features on top of that to make it more useful. So access control, for example. You don't want everyone in your company seeing all the context around your entire business, but maybe you do want them, but you only want them to be able to read it, not write it. So that's an example. We built an agentic password manager in there because a lot of skills require talking to a third-party service. Like if I want to use the new Meta CLI, cool, I've done it on my computer. I've created a skill. I can pull my best performing ads. How do I get my entire team to do that? Sharing API keys across a big organization is a non-trivial process, and it's a big headache for a lot of people. So we built a really elegant way to do that. So there's a couple layers on top of it, but at its core, it's a folder that lives on your computer. And when you're in Claude Code and you select the folder that you want to work inside of, you just select HQ.
I love that.
You know, Jacob, as you explain this, it does come across as simple. It's not so mysterious.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. Team AI, that's a big problem, a big thing to tackle, to enable, to facilitate. And it seems like the continual headache with AI's context. It's like, oh, I lost the context. I didn't compact the thing, and you forgot it. And it's always the issue. And this is solving that, not just on an individual level, but a team wide level.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's having this issue, or at least I was doing consulting calls, implementation work. This was the same. This was the number one thing that everyone brought up. How do we got one person who's way ahead of everyone else. They're creating all these cool skills. How do we get everyone moving in the same direction? Beyond e-commerce, we have a sales team. They've all built their own tool to look at their pipeline and integrate it to the CRM. And everyone's doing something different. How do we integrate that all together? It's like, it's the biggest problem. And I should say, because it's important, HQ started out as the brainchild of, I think, the smartest person in AI right now, which is Corey Epstein from Voyage Wild Recover. He created this thing. He has a beautiful mind. He's created an absolute masterpiece. And I started out as a user of HQ. So I used it before I joined the team. And he's very generous. I think he just wants to build amazing software with people who he enjoys working with. And he offered generously for me to join the team as his co-CEO. But yeah, this started out as his as something that he created, and then I helped kind of mold it into a team product. But yeah, it's a really beautiful and elegant tool that he created.
Well, I'm looking. I want to go to your X profile right now, Jacob, because I'm hoping that it says building HQ, HQ, but I'm talking to the co-CEO of HQ.
You are.
Fancy.
Actually, well, as every good AI company has, a little bit of confusing naming and a little bit of branding problems. We're the company name is Indigo, and HQ is a product, kind of like Claude, Anthropic, ChatGPT, OpenAI. But HQ is the product of Indigo.
HQ is the product. Indigo is the larger.
Yeah.
I see.
And you can see how we got a really sick website at getindigo.ai. It's a really cool website.
Now tell me this, Jacob, because I was thinking about this whole context thing. I was thinking about it recently, especially with this new tool use, whatever. I don't know how to describe it. It's called SubQ. Somehow they're using some kind of technology to have a gajillion token context or whatever. Have you heard of this? Do you know something about this?
I saw it pop up on the timeline, but I've been a little bit behind on the news recently. It's been busy.
I would love for you to look at this and love to get your thoughts on it, because it seems like they've had some breakthrough for getting 10x the whatever as far as context is concerned. But for somebody like me, I just think like, oh gosh, is this? I need to get off Claude. Like I don't know. I just
don't touch it. It's not what someone else will spend a lot of time thinking about it really deeply, and they'll try and figure out how to solve all your problems. And then they'll present them to you, and it will fit. And they'll package it up really nicely for you. There's no reason for you to go and figure out how to use borderline research grade products. I wouldn't touch it. I'm personally not going to touch it.
I think that's true. I think that's true. If you're not going to touch it, then I definitely don't want to.
I'm not going to touch it then, for sure. If Jacob's not touching it.
Okay, now I do have to agree with you now, Jacob. I'm looking at getindigo.ai. And this thing looks tight. I mean, it looks like a great website. I feel like I'm simultaneously in 2026 and in 1986 at the same time. It's got that vibe. Colin, I think we need to redo the Ecom Cowboy website. We need to this 1986, 2026
Well,
crossover here.
you got the
That's fair.
vibe just right. It's like think back then. That's when, before phones. That's when people actually spoke to each other.
It's true.
That's when people hung out. We're bringing that back to AI. Like we have it is 2026. You have super intelligence, but this doesn't have to be an individual tool. You know, we can bring back teamwork. We can bring back collaboration. We can make it feel multiplayer again. And I think it's a really cool experience when it works nicely. So that's exactly, you captured it pretty well.
That's incredible.
Riddle me this, Jacob. Let's say, how does someone work with Indigo Involve HQ right now? Who needs it? Is it like, hey, I talk with Jacob, I walk through this process, like they help us navigate it? Is it I download it? Like what does this look like? Somebody, they're listening, they want to get involved, they want to solve for team AI. What does this look like?
You can book a demo on our website. At the moment, we are holding people's hands when setting it up with them, because it requires a little bit of training to get it up and running. We are working on our self-serve product, but we launched like a week ago, and so we're still guiding people through it. But we're giving this thing away for close to free, and we offer implementation and consulting at a fraction of my old cost. So
Wow.
I think it's a bit of a no-brainer if people want to come and work with us.
Wow.
Why are you doing that? Why? Yeah. Why is it cheap? I feel like it should be 5 times as expensive.
Because HQ is something that becomes more valuable the more people that use it. And so we just want to get as many people using it. There is a true compounding effect. You know, like everyone gets better together if they use HQ. We have an incredible engineering team that's built a really efficient solution that's made it affordable for us to do this.
Wow.
And like we are going to become the most important piece of AI infrastructure for any business. You know, like the models, you can use OpenAI and you can use Anthropic tomorrow. They both will achieve essentially the same thing for you. You can use a million different software tools to achieve the same thing, but the context layer that any of these systems interact with, that understands your business and that people work with every day, is going to be the most important piece. So our goal is just to get distribution, get as many people enjoying and using HQ as possible. And then there'll be a million different ways for us to provide a lot of value and monetize on top of that.
Right now, it's distribution time.
Yeah.
It's time to get this baby out in the real world, people working with it, etc. And then at a certain point, we moonshot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be like a rug pull. We're gonna raise price on everyone. Like, there's just gonna be so much value we can build on top of this. Like, we're gonna be building agents on top of this. We're gonna be building the tools that inject context into your HQ for you. Like I heard you guys talking about granola. Like, why wouldn't we just have a super cheap, easy granola on your computer for you that just syncs directly into HQ? We've basically built Vercel and Netlify, which are deployment providers. You know, we're going to be able to provide so much value on top of this thing because it's the place where everyone goes all the time. So there's a lot of opportunity.
You know, Jacob, I have kind of considered you like a little bit like a not a hired gun, but like your own man. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is Jacob? What's he doing? I mean, he's valuable enough that he roams the deserts. You know what I mean? He's somewhere out in the West. Is he in San Francisco? Is he in LA? Is he in Australia? Who knows? But he can come and go as he pleases because, you know, he's not the outlaw, but he's a wanted man in the positive sense. But it sounds like here you're staking your claim and making your home, and you're going to take a big swing at this. Is that right, Jacob?
Yeah. This is a big one. This is a very big one. I mean, I have turned down a lot of opportunity and a lot of money in the past few years because I wasn't sure that I was solving a problem worth solving, and that one that would stand the test of time. And I think this is one that really meets all of that criteria. And we have an amazing team. People love our product and we love our product. We are number one fans of our own product and we use it internally. So yeah, this is I think a very, very big one.
Wow. Well, you got my attention now, big boy. I mean,
you can use this clip when when OpenAI decides they want to buy HQ in a couple.
Yeah, baby, that's right. That's right. When Sam breaks off that fat check, we are going to clip this and we're going to quote tweet it, and then it's going to go to the moon because the internet heard it here first.
Yep.
Jacob, man, we appreciate you making the time and joining us, and we're going to be following this closely. Everybody and their mom who has a team needs to go to getindigo.ai, and they need to get on this request demo, and they need to let Jacob and Corey and team solve this immense problem in 2026 on their behalf. Is that fair, Jacob?
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Incredible. We appreciate you, man.
All right. Thanks for having me
back.
Cheers.
What a baller. What a baller. The fact that he is like putting roots down, staking his claim and taking a big swing at this thing, it speaks volumes for me, because the fact is that that guy could probably go anywhere. And like he said, he's turned down a lot of opportunity in order to go all in on this one and solve a big problem worth solving. That says a lot to me. That says a lot to me. Now, before we move forward to our next round of stories, Jack, I think we need to talk about Rocked After Sale. We need to talk about this. Do you have... Ladies and gentlemen, most D2C brands are obsessed with getting new customers, as they should be. But the real lever is just making more profit from the orders you already are getting every day. Let's say you're doing $5,000 per month. What if you could add $3 to $4 of profit to each one of those without ever touching your ads, without affecting your LTV, etc.? You're just getting more profit right there at the point of purchase. That is what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are already doing with Rocked After Sale. Post-purchase upsells, downsells, cart through the thank you page, and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just for showing premium offers from brands like Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo. High margin, straight to your bottom line. No hit to conversion, no impact on LTV, and you can be live within minutes. This is a no-brainer. If you're already getting orders, get more out of them. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Start monetizing more what you have already built. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of the show. Jack, we were close. But I will say, I do commend you. On the big swing here and seeing how this implementation of new technology is going. I do commend you. Close. We're not quite there. But as we move forward here, yeah, Colin, we do. We love you and we miss you. And we know technical difficulties happen sometimes, but we press on. We need to round out our lightning round of stories here. There's a thinking machines demo that one has to genuinely wonder, is this an SNL skit? You do have to wonder, okay? This tweet comes to us from Greg M. Barry, and he asks the question. Is this an SNL skit? I want to watch this, Jack. I want you to back it up and us be able to hear it. Apparently, Colin can now join us. Let's bring him back in and see if he can join us. We do love him. We prefer when he is on the show.
Let's go.
Something happened to your camera, big boy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're here.
Your look has dramatically changed over the past few minutes.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
It's not the best.
Yeah, I look washed out.
Your camera went away. It disappeared. Yeah. Somebody stole it.
There was a man that came in and took my camera, unfortunately.
Well, you still sound good.
Of course.
Sound good. The sound is crisp. What's happening right now is Thinking Machines. I don't know if you've heard of Thinking Machines, but they have released a new demo video. And the creator of this tweet asks the question, is this an SNL skit? It does kind of seem like it. Okay, I wanted to play this, and I want Jack, I'd love you to have the sound
I'm doing some work. Let me know if I start to slouch.
I've got you. Sit up straight, and you'll be golden.
You're
starting to slouch forward. Try pulling your shoulders back. Much better. You're upright again.
Dude,
Tilting your head like that
what
can
is
be
going on?
Check with your rebel.
This is insane.
Watch.
There's that forward lean again. Sit back into your chair.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you're hunched over too far
God.
now. Roll the shoulders back when you can.
Okay, I'm doing some work. Let me
Okay,
know if I start
okay,
to
I'm
That is
doing
the
some
demo.
work.
That is the demo.
That's awesome.
I
I'm
mean,
doing some work. Wow.
I don't know. Here's what I'll say. If this were an SNL skit, I would
Yeah.
laugh. I mean, it makes me laugh. Right now, it
Yeah.
makes me laugh. It
Yeah.
was very funny. But like, what are we demoing here?
Yeah.
What's the product? Like, what is happening? Do you have any read on this? Do you know about thinking machines?
No, it's super weird vibes though. I don't really like it at all. And I mean, I don't know if you wanted to go viral, maybe you do that, and it's like so weird and unique that you get to go viral because of it. But that's a super weird one for me. I'll probably pass on that one.
Okay, Thinking Machines Labs is an artificial intelligence research and product company. We're building a future where everyone has access to the knowledge and tools to make AI work for their unique needs and goals. Obviously, a little vague, probably doing a lot of things. My question though is like, what are we teaching here? Like, what are we enabling? Like, we're having AI watch me and specifically my posture. It made me laugh. It's hilarious. I'm not sure they were trying to be hilarious, but it's definitely effective. I mean, we are covering it, but like, is this the use case like we need for technology? Is this the use case for AI?
No, that's absolutely brutal. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a skit. I mean, I guess they wanted it to be viral, so good for them.
It definitely got my attention.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Fair
Next story. Texas is suing streaming giant Netflix. Texas is kind of suing everybody lately.
Yeah.
Suing streaming giant Netflix for allegedly spying on children and collecting users' data without their knowledge or consent. Hate to see that. Nobody likes to get spied on. Also, kind of feel like, isn't everybody doing this all the time? Aren't our TVs doing this all the time? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I feel like this is something that everybody is doing.
Yeah, it feels like everybody is doing this. So maybe it's just Texas kind of trying to take a shot and get some cash from Netflix, but it kind of feels like everybody's already doing this. So it's like, well, what are they doing that everyone already isn't doing?
I think the whole deal with the TVs is like, it's like in the initial, like, okay, you're just kind of okay and something.
Yeah,
you
you can
scroll, and I guess maybe Netflix was missing that. You know,
Yeah.
you need to have the scroll and the click. I don't know that it's going to deter anybody from using Netflix, but fair enough. And we shall see how it turns out. Nate Lagos lets us know that it's not too early for Father's Day ads, and perhaps it's not too early for any holiday in their advertising. Nate says this: it's too early to test Father's Day messaging. Mother's Day was 2 days ago. And then the split test data from the day after Mother's Day, his Father's Day messaging plus 15% on the conversion rate. I think he's using Intelligems here. I recognize the blue. Gas. He turned up the notch, turned up the knob on Father's Day, and he's already winning. Even though it's May 12th, he's doing it big. Chris Hume, famous American-made, made in America tweeter by now, says no one reads anyway. Start the Christmas ads.
Vibes.
Which I think was great. It was a great comment.
I love it.
One of my favorite tweets of his of all time. No one reads anyway. Start the Christmas ads. And in that same vein, Cadence, who we have had head of marketing at Cadence on the show. Cadence got a little bit called out here by Quinn over the weekend, yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Said Cadence has an ad for January running in May. January is about staying consistent. Got 88,000 views on that. Turns out that ad about January is like one of Cadence's best performers. This next tweet, the head of paid at Cadence had this to say. And what he had to say was, this is one of our top ads over the past 7 days. Still working well to push people over the line and capture the conversion. Quinn says, head of paid at Cadence, game is game. Keep your winners.
Absolutely. I completely agree. If something's winning, don't turn it off.
Never
Yeah.
turn it off.
No.
Keep your Black Friday ads on. If they're still working, even the sale's over.
Yeah.
If they're still working, leave them babies on.
Yeah.
You got to take as many winners as
Keep
you
rocking.
can.
Yeah.
And maybe the calendar's not as crucial as we might think. Maybe you can start those Christmas ads now. As we move on to our last batch of stories of the day, specifically our best of the rest and our moment of Zen. Before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about Proxima AI. Let us the old-fashioned way here. Let us talk about Proxima AI. Your buyer data already knows what ad that you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. You don't know how. And the good news is you can stop guessing and you can just start reading your buyers. Okay. Most brands and marketers, they just brief from instinct. Look at what performed, make a good guess, hand it off to the creative team. The problem isn't effort or, some kind of instinctual knowledge. We got that, but there's no real signal from the data. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Proxima changes that. Read your conversions across all of your last shoppers and really your last shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. It shows you exactly who's buying and what else that persona has responded to, where your account has gaps. Connect to Meta, okay? Connect to Shopify. Proxima maps every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside their commerce graph, what they buy across the web, what they respond to, etc. Suddenly, all those gaps in your creative are visible, and what you get is a feed of creative briefs coming from Proxima, okay? What you start off with is, let's create some briefs. What you end up with is buyer data backed feed of briefs coming to you for your team. See who bought, see what to make next. Connect your store, get a feed of creative briefs from actual buyers. First 3 briefs are free every month. Go and work with Proxima, Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Get it right. Get your creative rolling today. Many thanks for them being part of the show. Now, best of the rest. Colin, you're with us.
What's up?
Look at you. Look at
What's
you.
up? What's up? They can't keep a dog down. They can't.
He's got that dog. He's got that dog in
They
it.
tried to in 08 with the housing crash. They couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
They can't keep me down.
He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Woo!
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels good. The camera gnomes, they can't
Yeah.
steal your camera.
No.
They can't take your battery.
I wrestled that little guy and I punted him out of my house.
Yeah, that's right. You got to get
That's
him
right.
out of here. Get that
Yeah.
DSLR back for that crispy video
We're back.
that you are known for.
Yeah.
Best of the rest, ultimate Father's Day gift. This tweet comes to us from Awful But Great. The ultimate
so weird.
Father's Day gift is these Nicolas Cage sweatpants.
This is sick.
These Nicolas Cage orange sweatpants that I would think were found at Goodwill somewhere. Somewhere right now, somebody is selling these for like $150 on Whatnot. These things are
Yeah.
getting sold for mega bucks because they're truly one of a kind, and they have Nicolas Cage's face emblazoned across the entirety of the front of the sweatpant. Your thoughts on this? I know we're a little early for Father's Day for you, but it's not, it's not too much for Nicole to go ahead and buy some to reserve.
Well, I'll say this. My cousin and I do a prank Christmas gift to each other every single year. And so we will get each other a gag gift that is absolutely hilarious and super embarrassing for the other person.
Yeah.
This just made it to the very top of my list
Yeah.
for that gift.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. I would be happy to receive them, and I would happily wear them around the house all the time. And I
Yeah.
think they would probably weird my kids out, which would
Yeah.
it'd be funny,
It'd be great if we showed up to Commerce Roundtable matching in them.
Yeah, San Diego, baby. Matching Nicolas Cage face sweatpants.
I think honestly, people would be like, "Do you see those guys?
Great move.
What was up with those guys?"
Great move. Next story, best of the rest. What is up with this Audemars Piguet Swatch watch collab? What is this? This is like everywhere. I have no idea why this is popular and why it is such a big deal. Lawrence King writes in, what are your thoughts on the AP and Swatch collab, the Royal Pop? Do you like it? Or do you feel it cheapens the brand? I would like to ask you, Colin, because this is a little beyond me and my watch knowledge.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Swatch basically owns a ton of brands. It's a very large conglomerate of a ton of different brands. Underneath of it is basically the house that owns all of the different brands. They did this collaboration similar to this in the same kind of breath. They did one with Omega where they made the Moon Swatch, and they released that a couple years ago. It did really well, and you're basically kind of lowering the tier of entry point for which you can get an Omega watch, because it's going to be a collaboration with Swatch. There's going to be a limited release. They're going to do these kind of variation, fun little one-off kind of colorways. It's not going to be a ton of volume. It's going to be really for, hey, we want to intro you to this brand so you can have a timepiece from this brand. Same thing is going on here. If you try to get an AP out of the gate from anyone normally, you're looking at 15 grand at minimum, probably.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Maybe 20. And that's even if you can get through to the dealer to actually get an AP. That's like a very beginner level AP. You can get an AP for like 150 grand, basically.
Well, how much is the Swatch AP collab going to cost me?
Well, that's the thing, is they usually price them at a couple $100 because it's owned by Swatch, and so you're probably looking at $300-400, and it's a collaboration between Swatch and AP.
Okay,
that would be my guess. They might do it a little bit higher. They might do it $600-700. I don't think they dropped the price yet. I'll be curious about that, but this will be a pass for me.
That's a pass for you.
It's a pass for me because of the colorways. I'm not like a big colorful watch guy, and so I don't know if you're like a pop of color kind of guy, maybe that's for you, but it's just
Rabba.
This is a Rabba thing. This is a Rabba grab.
Now, I think the color would match his taste, but I don't know if he would. I mean, he might balk at, it's like significantly less than a usual AP. He might balk at the whole thing.
He won't like that.
Yeah,
he won't like that. So.
He's got expensive taste.
He does.
He's got good taste.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know who this is for.
Well, it's for somebody because there's a whole lot of hubbub on the timeline about it. Next story, Ralph Lauren. I would normally say Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Lauren and the USPS stamp collab is here in preparation for America 250. America. Now, I find this interesting. Especially in light of Palmer Luckey and others, quasi requesting the abandonment, the shutting down of USPS, at least the shutting down of them being able to send us lots of spam mail all of the time. I think this is, I think it's good. I think it's good. USPS, American institution, United States Postal Service has been around for a long time. Sometimes it does feel like they're still delivering mail via horse like they were in the 1800s. But doing a collab with Ralph Lauren, a very American company, fancy American flags, and we're here to celebrate America 250. I think it's good. It's win by all. Yeah. Your thoughts on this, Colin Doherty?
This is absolutely incredible. This is how collabs are supposed to go down. And I think more brands should be focusing on the America 250 as a potential collaboration or product launch opportunity, because guess what? It's only going to come around once. And so if you can hit that and you can hit it hard, I think you can win really well.
I would say that I'm not like that excited about stamps, frankly. I'm not that excited about stamps, but I am kind of excited about like some postal service swag, like a cape or a jacket, like something like a little more unique. And you throw like Ralph Lauren, like if they made like a jacket, they made like a USPS and Ralph Lauren sweater, I'd be really pumped, you know. A little iteration, a little fancifying of the USPS mailman uniform, and let's upcycle that baby and make it Ralph Lauren and America 250. And I think I could get behind that stamps. I'm just kind of like, man, I don't even really send letters,
You want the winter collection for the USPS folks. That's basically what you want, the Winter Olympics collection.
That's what I
by
want.
Ralph. Yeah,
that's what I want.
I get it, but I just don't think USPS can afford that type of budget. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. They get a lot of dollars. I think their budget's pretty big. I think they get a pretty big budget. Maybe they could afford to make some sweaters with Ralph.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Next and last story of the day. I don't know if you have this, Jack, but if you do, I want to see it. I would like to start closing out every show with a little moment of Zen. A little moment of Zen. And this, I think, is delightful, and we should view it here. AI slop sometimes can be a wonderful thing. This tweet comes to us from Chris at Chris First, and this is a video of him being inside the ring with Sean Strickland, new UFC insert weight class champion. And here is a delightful video of him getting in the ring and just working Sean Strickland over. And incredible things possible with AI. You just take that in. Imagine yourself there. Even drop the workflow, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, prompts. He dropped the prompt. You can get the UFC effect now available to be had by all. And you know what? Sometimes AI slop can be a wonderful thing. A little moment of zen for everyone.
I'm so worried about this generation getting older and getting fooled by everything.
I don't think we will.
I think we will.
We've been around. We've been around the block.
Nah, we're going to get fooled. It's going to be bad.
Maybe. We shall see. Well, bring us back here, Jack. Many thanks to Brian Blum for joining us on the show. Many thanks to Byron of Corduroys for joining us and just laying out story after story. Many thanks to Jacob Posel, now building HQ, a part of Indigo AI. Excited about the problems they will be solving for Team AI in that regard. And many thanks to Incense Seguno, Postscript rocked, After Sell, Axon by App11, Proxima, and Universal Ads for making the show possible. Colin, parting words for you, having navigated technical difficulties today before we go.
God, just keep on fighting, folks. Just keep on fighting. They can't bring you down. It's your choice to quit.
Ryan Cohen style.
Bingo.
I'm excited to see the hostile takeover coming forth from Ryan Cohen and buying up eBay, even if they don't want it. Thanks for joining us. We will see you on the other side. Many guests and things to talk about tomorrow.